Hey guys, it's Diana. I'm early. Didn't put a lot of notifications out, so I'm sure some people are going to come in the last minute. But tonight we're doing a Flamingo. Well, I told you I was going to do it on a 12 by 14, but I got to thinking about it. I had bought some more boards, round boards, whatever, at the Dollar Tree. So I could use one more for my back door. I've been out gardening and making my garden pretty and putting in veggies and stuff. So here's the tracer, and here's the Dollar Tree. This one, I ordered some of these from a different company called Great Crab Steels, and I think these are thicker. Dollar Tree, right? So that's what I'm going to do. But in the meantime, talking about gardens, I got some things that need to be repainted. I got this one to the side. I don't think I'm going to do this online, but she's kind of had it. She's coming apart. She had cobwebs, and I got hot glue, and then I'm going to put some that E6000 on this too. And I'm going to repaint the bird, repaint the whole thing, put it back outside and spray it. But you can see it's kind of had it. Everything is coming off. So I was going to do it for the class, but I also have these little metal butterflies, Dollar Tree. Someone got it for me, and I'm going to paint them real quick, and I'm sanding them out. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, and then we're going to start that other thing. So anyways, if you want the tracer for that painting, here's the painting right here. Right there, right here. But we're actually going to do that on the board instead. All right. So, and I might even do the beach, maybe angle it, only because it's round. I think it might look really cool. And I got to leave a little room maybe for a ribbon, So anyways, I turn this around to show you what I'm doing to these guys. Nothing big, but this one, it's been outside for a while, but I put it in my bins and put it away. But you could see that whatever they used on it, which is probably some kind of spray factor thing, it's kind of come loose, a little rust. So I mean, they're no big thing, I don't really like a lot in my garden, but I got a lot in there. But my kids and, friends and stuff, which is fine. I have a lot of junk. And I got rid of a lot of stuff, but I kept a lot of my stuff in my old house. So I just want loose paint and some of the rust off this. I'm just going to paint with my acrylic paint. That's all. I got that pretty purple that I had. I'm not sure what color I'm doing this one, but I'm just good. This one doesn't really need it. I don't remember even if there was color on this. I can't remember. You can see there's some kind of something on this. They got one going one way and one the other. But I see a little something on there. And I'm just gonna just quickly, those are fine. I'm just gonna give a quick sand, just get anything off there, and it'll make it adhere better. Just a sanding block, pretty tough one. But I'm just gonna paint this purple. And this is like, I'm not gonna paint this part. I'm just going to get some of this and all of that. And I got some glitter to put on too, so it'll be shiny when they're outside. Alright, so then I got me a piece of, you guys know I use the palette paper. Save on some, I haven't bought any, paper plates in a while. I'm trying to get away from that. They're getting ridiculous. And I just end up throwing them in the landfill. That's not a good thing, right? Alright, so, I got a little paper towel here, and I have an old towel I've been using instead. So which one do I want? Let me take this one. And I'm just gonna go in this. It's a shiny purple. It's a Anita's, which is actually a Hobby Lobby brand, and I've had it a while and I've been using it and loving it. So I'm gonna do these like purple, and I'm gonna do this inside like white. Or it's not gonna go on very good. So you know something? We're going to add white. That usually is the trick. So, let me find it. White. Right here. Whenever something won't adhere, now even if you buy like, you could buy like, I have like multi-surface paint, but even then, sometimes, it's usually something like this, it's just a chintzy thing. The trick is, usually it's yellow and oranges, it's just to add some white, because you can go back over it later, and make it more purpley. See what I mean? That kind of cures the problem. And I'm just brushing it on, nothing fancy. This is like all broke up into pieces, so it would be stupid. I mean, you could take a big brush and go over it, but it's going to drip through, so I'm just going to do it this way. And there's pieces that are not right. They don't kind of look painted outside, but you know something from a distance, it'll look all right. It'll look all right. So I just added some white to that purple again. And we're going to just go over this a couple times. We'll let it dry. Just fixing these up before we do the flamingo painting. Yeah, so I have a group over there on Saturdays at 4 o'clock, guys, if anybody's interested. My name is Diana Myers. I'm an artist, obviously. I've been an artist for over 40 years. Started out in oils. I do mostly acrylic. I do a lot of palette knife paintings, if you've seen them. But on this page, I generally teach these guys, beginners and people looking for new stuff, people who need to be inspired and are just learning and want to be more confident and just inspired, and I can help you with that. I do a lot of readings. On Saturday, I think we're going to do another reading. And by the way, guys, anybody that's on here, I am probably going to give out your prizes Saturday. I got to go look through, see who did what. We do a challenge every month, you know. And basically, it's not just to give you prizes, it's to get you painting. That's the whole thing, you know. I know sometimes it's really hard to be inspired, but I think sometimes with these challenges, if you're in with a few people, you do get a little more inspired. Sometimes I join different little things, little groups and stuff, just to kind of get with some of my friends that do this, and just to feel a little more inspired. I try different things, like right now, for extra money, I'm going to do some face painting. So I ordered a book, I've been going all over, and I found somebody's going to help me, and, you know, just, there's face painting groups and stuff. Just for extra money. I know that people need them, and I guess they're far and few between, because I've had 2 people ask me in the last few years, and I think there's not many out there. So, and it looks like it's a lot of fun, and I love kids, which helps a lot. But there is for adults, and I've seen things where they're doing dolphins on their arms, and so now I got something new to inspire me. That's part of what I teach about trying to be inspired, you know. Sometimes you do gotta try something different. Put it away, work on something else. Sometimes I'll have 2 or 3 things going deliberately, so I get myself frustrated, which is a typical thing with anything, not just art. So now I got some purple on there, just letting it sit for a minute. I'm gonna take this white, and I'm gonna do the inside of the butterfly here. I think I might whiten up these little, I'm afraid I'm gonna get those little beads, but I can kind of go like this. I got some gold too, maybe I'll do gold here. Yeah, so that's what I do. Like I said, I started out as an oil painter, but I hope basically to help you learn how to paint better, learn about brushes and techniques and other artists and things that are going on. I currently is back to painting, teaching paint parties too. I got one coming up in June. I just did a big wine fest. Yeah. And I'm looking at painting hats. I'm an ambassador for a stenciling company called Essential Stencils, and I just ordered a hat. And I'm thinking about maybe teaching a class on here with it. I can tell you where to order the hats and stuff. But I'm also thinking there's a lot of people that would rather have the hats painted. I might do a little survey on here about that and some other things, but mostly that. I'm thinking maybe I've seen somebody that's selling them. So, and I ordered me a hat, and our company that I do with the paint parties, they do paint parties for the hats. So, combination of selling them and maybe doing some classes. So, I have stencils from the other company, but I like the ones from this one too, so that's just a thought. But I can do a lot of freehand too, so I have a lot of ideas. So, you know, when you're a painter, you know, that's what you do. You think of things. You're trying to, this is kind of my Social Security income, you know, my little extra something to do for income, which a lot of people are doing now anyways, but I'm very lucky that I am. Someone says, you're very lucky you can do that, you know, the lady in the thrift store, none of my other favorite thing. And I'm like, well, you know, I am lucky because I know a lot of people can't do this, but then, you know, it might be talent, but it also is, you got to practice. You got to practice what you preach. I mean, when you had to go on a diet, you had to learn, right? Ride a bike, you had to learn. Drive a car, you had to learn. Get better as you do it more. No one says you gotta be there 24/7. You won't forget. It's like riding a bike. You just gotta be involved with it, you know what's going on. When you got time to paint, you paint. I suggest every day 10-15 minutes, but that's not always doable, and I know that because had many years I didn't do stuff. Well, anyways, I digress. I can go on and on about that, but yeah, the big thing is have a place to paint or whatever craft you're doing. Make it your own. Tell your kids to stay away from it. And if you want to make a mess, leave my mess alone. Come back to it later, work on it. His sister's painting and she's saying how she's going to come back and clean everything up. I'm like, no. You need your space to just be whatever it is you are. Just do it. A lot of the artists, you see them looking all neat and clean. They don't show you the other side of the room. You get busy. And paint is kind of messy. Isn't that cute? I think that's a lot cuter. I'm going to let that dry, and then later I'll do the other side. I think I'm going to paint this in gold, which I don't know where that is right now. But I think just go over that white with a little gold will look pretty. Isn't that pretty in purple and white? And then I got sparkles, which I'll put on later. I'll take pictures later. So I'm going to let this one piece dry. Put over here so it will hit nothing. And this one, what do you think? What do you think? What color should I do? I don't know. Let me think. Anybody else on here? Let's see who's on here. Hey, Kathy Joe. I'm going to put you guys up on the thing. Keep your fingers crossed. I don't know what's going on with the Facebook. Yeah, we just been doing all kinds of trying to keep myself inspired, trying different things. I think like with the face paint, I think that's something that's affordable for most people. If you want to do something for a party, you could do that. Add it on. Just a thought. And I think I had thought about it for years and the kits were fairly inexpensive. And as I go, I can figure out what I want to add on. Okay, here we are, Facebook. What I want to do. I didn't do my hair for the last 3 days, so it got the treatment with the headband. My backup plan. Always have a headband. Okay, let me see. Am I on? Gonna take me to my manage page. It says live. Oh, come on. There I am. Put a little makeup on. I was a little white today. I think I got a little too much on my forehead. All right, so I think I'm going to do this one like a yellow. Well, I have one that's yellow already. Who's trying to call me? Someone's trying to call me. I don't know. We're going to have to wait, guy. Let me turn this around. All right, so let's do this one red. Ooh, red. Let's do red. You know something? I got hummingbirds, guys. I got two. I think I got a mama and a papa. They say the males come early and the females follow, and I believe I got two. They haven't been there together yet, but one's different from the other one. One has a little more white in its throat. Pretty sure that's the male. Maybe it's the female. I'm not sure. But I just know I got some. I'm so happy about it. It's the little things in life, right, guys? So, and guess what they like? They like red. Ooh, that red one on good. What kind is this one? I think this is a multi-surface, so it's going to go in a little better. It's a little darker anyways. And I'll go over these a couple times. What color should I do the center, guys? Red and green go together. And probably just about anything goes to red, I think. I'll do a yellow or orange center, maybe. Yeah, but they love red, so that'll attract them. I know when I lived in my other house, I kept saying to my husband, something's going on. There's something out there. Because I'd be gardening. I used to wear my hair as flaming red. That's when I had brown hair. And I used to wear like their flaming reds. And once in a while, not all the time. And I get out in the garden, and something kept bopping me in the head. And it dawned on me one day, it was hummingbirds. My husband's like, you're crazy. There's no hummingbirds. So I went and got me a hummingbird feeder. Guess what? I had hummingbirds. I only seen one. Once in a while I'd see two. Most of the time just one. And I didn't know much about them at the time. We had a lot of other bird feeders out there, so I think they wouldn't come around if there was other birds. And I had gotten rid of a lot of them because they were crapping everywhere. You get too many, So I put the bird feeder in here. I didn't do anything but that. because I think that, you know, some of those birds might be predatory. I'm not really sure what the hierarchy is with birds, but yeah, so, I mean, I get them. There's birds, I get birds. I have a bird bath, you know, and I got squirrel issues now. They're getting into my stuff. Somebody's feeding them peanuts, which is fine, but, you know, they're burying them in my pots. Which they do that. So I do this thing where I take plastic forks. I did it with my dog. So he wouldn't go in there. He'd see the fork, he'd like, oh, I guess I'm not going in there. I mean, one day I planted this whole big basket full of flowers. He went out there and dug it all up and buried a bone. It's typical dog stuff, right? So I'm just going to let this dry and I'll go over it. So what do you think for the middle, guys? I'm thinking yellow. I'm really thinking yellow. Let me put a little white first. Whoops. I gotta let these dry. I'm just taking the paint off. You gotta let them dry sometimes, or what you do is you end up just taking the paint off. Let me dry this out a little bit. Just a little project to keep these out spending more money. Really, sometimes I don't like them better until I redo them, you know. Fix them up a little bit. But I think my neighbor got me these when I first moved in. I remember she came over, she put them all across the yard. She seen I was working on something. I was like, isn't that nice? She's always doing stuff like that, my little neighbor. So I'm gonna let that dry a second. Nice creamy yellow. I think it'll be good. We're gonna let the first layer dry just like we did with the other ones. And then we're gonna start our flamingo. Our flamingo. Yeah, the yellow looks good with the red. So I just got a large, medium-sized brush. I haven't gotten back to YouTube, but I was thinking about last night. I'm going to get back to it. I had a different plan over there. It smells other things going on in my mind. At the end of the month, I haven't started getting all amazed yet. They've just about canceled all of April's. So that I got to get in there and start transferring over my May, yeah, this is June, right? May videos. Yeah, the yellow looks good. Right here. See, the green on these leaves are good too, so I'm not going to touch them either. It's a lot better. So I think I got new ones. Let that one dry. Yeah, I'll hot glue my house back together later. Here is my Flamingo. What's nice about these, you know, the ones that I get from the other places, I have to put my own hole in. I have a special thing for that. Called a crocodile. I don't know what they call it. But these already have it. But they do get in the way. So I'm going to tape that down. I'm going to tape it down, get it out of the way. Oh, tape, come on girl, there you go. Tape this down. And we're going to do our flamingo. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to do the beach part yet. I'll make sure it doesn't really hit. I want it to like not hit this thing up here. I might move this up more. Yeah, that's good right there. So same old, just like you do when you do your canvas, but we're going to do this on wood. Nobody's ever done a tracer. This is copy paper or ink paper or graphite paper. You can get this just about anywhere. Even Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Amazon. I'm going to put this over on the side more, I think. A little more to the side. Paintings look better when they're not all just super dead center. Yeah, that's good right there. Now you could tape this down if you don't want to move it, but I'm going to leave it like it is, and I'm going to get me a pencil. And what you do is you basically just press down, ink side, shiny side down, onto whatever you're using, canvas, paper, whatever. In this case it's wood. It's a pretty simple tracer, which you could get. I put the link up into my Artsy Rose group, a free group. I'm on 4 o'clock every week, and we do all kinds of stuff, and I got a bunch of tracers in the guide area. I need to load more. I got more to put in there. I just haven't got to it. I usually do it all at once. I'll put in a whole bunch. I haven't really worked on the sites too much yet, so it's been a while. I'm working on my garden, and yeah, this kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of rough house this. You can adjust more with your paint. So if you do it and you're not crazy about it, maybe if you don't get the legs so straight, the trick is keep your pinky down so you've got some control. I don't think I did the beak here. Oh, I did. The eyes right about here, so just like that. There. So now, I think I'm going to move this over here more. You can adjust these any way you want, and they're reusable. I mean, you know, if you're in the group, you keep all these. I have a bigger group, not big, but another group. It's a paid group, and we got a lot in there. And there's a lot of really cool stuff. You want to do something a little more advanced, or if you're a paid party hostess, you'll find stuff in there for that too. So I think it looks pretty good. And that's like a stain there, just like a flower. Yeah, I want to kind of do that. Okay, there you go. Now I need to do a background on this. Now you could do the background first and then do this, but it's a little harder to do sometimes. Oh, what do we got going on here? Little battery. I got the battery plugged in. Hold on. What's going on? What's going on? There you go. Wasn't plugged in right. Closed. Okay, why isn't my it's in there, right? Let me guess, this one's starting to go too. I got them taped in because if they move around, they don't. It's not working. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Thought I heard somebody come in. Still making that noise, but it's hooked in. Okay. Hey, okay, I always said hi to everybody. All right. Sorry about that. It wasn't plugged in all the way. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Hey, okay, I always said hi to everybody. All right. Oh, Lori, sorry hey. It wasn't plugged in all the way. All right, so we got Joanne. What's up, Doc? The hoes are alive with the sound of music. Okay. 250 and beyond. Did you guys see my flamingo? I had to wear it for you guys tonight. Hey. You see my flamingo? All right, so we got Joanne. Isn't it pretty? First time I wore it. I haven't had no reason to wear it. But I got flamingos today, so I gotta wear it. Did you guys see my flamingo? I had to wear it. Isn't it pretty? It matches my my purse one. So now I gotta find another pink blouse or some blouse to wear it with. You know, something I dress up for me. I don't care. All right, life's short. All right. Oh, look what I did. Stuck in all my paint. All right. So we got this set up. Turn this around. And I don't advise doing the background first on this, only because it would make it a little harder for you. So just get your stencil in here, and then we're going to do a background. So now we got to pick out some colors. And in the painting, there's like some blues and some greens. Now, I love mermaid tail, And, no, this is Dragon Teal. This is a new one. Very similar. It's down here. No, it's one right here. So that's a nice teal, but you want it light. So either one, if you use Mermaid Tail or the Dragon one, which is a little lighter. Oh. You're going to add some white, and that'll give you a nice ocean color. And for the top, you want more like of a regular blue, just a blue. I got like this bright blue from Apple Barrel would be good, and I'm going to probably do that with white too. So let me do that first. You're going to do the sky, and you're going to go around the sky. And don't worry about hitting her, because when you do the pink, you're going to come back out that way. And we're going to put a highlight around her, so if there's any screwed up parts, you can fix it. So here's the picture again. Here's the sky in that color I showed you. The sand color, you can do any light color. You could even do some kind of brown, a whole bunch of white with a touch of brown. Or I might even use like some kind of buff color. There's this baby blush, and they got coral cloud, which might be actually good. We might use that. But you could also use like ochre and white, which makes a great sand color. So any of those type of colors will give you sand color. Or even pink and white, just add a lot of white. And this is just brush strokes. But see how like they did a few highlights around the outside? And remember, flamingos are kind of fluffy. So don't worry about them being perfect. There you go. All right, so I'm going to get me some brushes here. We want something pretty big. I'm just going to use, I have a, well, this is getting quite dirty. It's okay. I have, instead of the great big one, the 1 inch, I'm using a 1/2 inch. This should be all right, right? And I'm going to do the sky with some blue, that blue, bright blue, and white. Now they also make some light blues too. Baby blue, there's a whole bunch of blues. Use whatever you want. I'm just going to kind of come around this. You can use a pretty small brush if you have to, which might be a good idea here. No, I'm good. I'm good. But you know, if you're worried about it, just get a smaller brush, go outline it, and then come back with the big one. You don't want a bunch of lines, you know what I mean? Some is okay because, you know, it's the sky, and sometimes it looks like that. I need more white out. Yeah, so I'm enjoying getting my garden in. I wasn't going to do like a lot of tomatoes. The ones I did that I started myself, I have a few. Well, it was so cold. I even warming the house up, you know, it's just like I couldn't get them warm enough. I need to get a heating pad. It's really not worth it just for a few tomatoes. So I end up going and buying some, which I don't like to do because usually got out of these stores, you end up with some kind of diseases, and I never had them until I bought something out of a store. So, FYI, guys. So I did buy some, and I'm going to I went and I got a separate bed, one of those galvanized beds. It was only 20 bucks, 2 pieces, just put together from Amazon. And I'm going to make a bed just for my tomatoes. But I don't know if you heard what's going on. There's certain things we're going to need to stock up on, like coffee and tomatoes. And you know my favorite food group, fruits and tomatoes. That's pretty much it. I just love tomatoes. And I'll can them. And whenever I find a deal, I get the canned stuff. I got like, I think, one more thing in the freezer. So I says, you know something? I picked up about a dozen, and I'm going to put them in that thing. Yep. I bought a couple of a girly girl and a beefsteak, and then I got some cherries, and I started some, but I got a few left because they just died off. They just weren't doing good. They need to be warm. I should have started them a little later. You really can't plant tomatoes, a lot of your warm crops, until it's above 50 at night, and it's ranging between 35, and it's been in like 40s and 50s. So it's almost time. Up here I usually wait until mid-June anyway, so I'm in no hurry now. But I got them out there. Keep them warm, keep them in the sun, keep them wet until I'm ready to plant them. That thing won't be here till tomorrow, so I can put it together and get it ready to fill up. I think it's not real big. I have like, I take all my paperwork and I shred it, so that's going in there. And my grass got pretty long on that one side. He came today, so I raked all that up. That's going in. I got a couple of buckets of debris, so I'll get it full. And I got a bag of dirt, which I shouldn't. I went and moved it yesterday by myself. This morning my legs were not good. I was too impatient to wait for the guy who wanted to get home and play with my plants, you know. Oh, yeah, I'm stupid. But I'm okay, yeah. Once you get moving up when you're older, once you get moving, you're good, right? So I'm just doing, like, trying to figure out where I want this. And then this is going to be, like, water and then beach. So I can put the water right over the top of this. I ain't gonna put this on perfect, but I'm gonna kind of get it on there. Then I'm gonna streak it in a little bit because I don't want to see these little lines right here. I want it to look like it's, you know, kind of cohesive. I need to wet my brush. So you can take some white and kind of, if you see anything you don't like, you want it to go back and forth like a real sky, or you can put some clouds in. That's another thing. You don't have to do it real smooth. You do you. I expect people to be creative and do your own thing. They never come out the same when I do these paint parties. Never. And some are like way better than mine. Oh, I never painted before. I can't draw. Heard that before. You'd be surprised how many people think they can't paint. You teach them. I teach step by step, a very basic teaching, so they can learn, you know. And they're usually pretty surprised. I mean, especially since a lot of them have never, some of them have been to paint parties, but I'd say a good many, more than half, have never been to one. And they're coming in, especially guys. Guys are like always shocked, you know. So I'm gonna take that teal, that mermaid tail, and I'm gonna add some white to it. And I got this a little higher than I wanted it, or a little lower. So I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna I gotta make some ocean. So I'm going to do that right here. Right about here. Don't want to touch up there. This is going to be like beach. This is going to be the water. Now if you're doing this on a piece of canvas, same thing. If you've got it too high or low, you can adjust the paint to where you need it to be. It's gonna be cute. And I just thought of it. It was like, oh, wait a minute. And I grabbed my big ones, and they said, oh, I don't feel like. So wait a minute, these aren't the right ones. I don't feel like getting my crag out, putting holes in this, you know. So I said, wait a minute. And I had bought these last week. I was over there for something else. It says, you know, I don't always see the round ones. Maybe it's the time of year. Maybe they put them out in the spring or something. So I was like, I'm gonna grab these ones here. I think I grabbed 3. So, and like I said, I'm looking for a place. I had another one I thought I was going to do, and I'm not sure if I want to do it. You know, it's really like crafty, thrifted. No, I don't want to do that one. I'm still looking at it. I don't know. To sell smaller items. And I could still do some big ones. I did that at the other place. You know, I do both. Well, I have a lot of small stuff from doing classes like this, but it's okay. I keep a lot of it. I got lots of storage bins now. Alright, so kind of two-tone there. Let's put a little light in here. Kind of so I can see the horizon here. I'm going to kind of lighten it up a little bit right here. There you go. Let me dry this brush up. Wet this brush, change the color a little bit. Let me see if I can, so you guys can see this a little better. Just trying to see if this is cooperating. Did I get it too far over? Yeah, that looks better. You can see a little bit more. Yeah. I'm just waiting for this to catch up. You're gonna paint her afterwards? All right, there you go. So I'm just kind of making everything kind of even. Doesn't got to be perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. I don't like it when it's perfect. You know how I am. I like my antique vintage. Kind of just makes it look more artsy fartsy, you know? I'm not into like realism. No, I am not. Nothing wrong with it. And I did it for a while. And I don't like stress. It just made me stressed. But I love realism. You know, the real deal. And I do some, still do. But if it makes me stressed, should be fun. You know, it gets complicated because you want it to look right, and you got to remember all your colors and your composition, all that stuff. That's fine. But I don't want it to be like my shoulders hurt and I want to cry. And some of those come out pretty good too, but no, that's not what I want to do anymore. I'd rather just teach this and do some fun stuff and, you know, take it easy. All right. I'm kind of dry brushing some of this white on too. Just kind of making sure the brush is a little bit dry. And I come in with some white, make sure it's broken up, and kind of put in some sky here. I'll do it right here too. And just dry the brush off, put it into the paint, and you'll get this like scratchy kind of look. Offload a little bit, and I'll put it onto another part. You get kind of this look. I'm coming back with the pink, so it'll be good. So on the bottom I'm going to use this coral cloud, which should do it. It looks very similar. But any kind of light color. Like I said, you could use pink and white. You could use like a beige and white. You could use a brown and white. Just get it light enough so it looks sandy. Now, am I going to be able to get this open? I don't know. See people do this, and they never have to open the things. Not me. I always mess them up. Okay, let me see if I can find some open this. Sometimes a pen works. There you go. It worked. So I'm gonna shake it up. Down here, I don't need much, I don't think. Same brush. I might come in here and just, oh, that's okay. I'm gonna make me some sand. I didn't even put no white with this. Looks pretty good. I'm not worried about this. You know something? I can kind of see them. I might come back and I don't really like the way they are. I'm going to fix them. Make them a little straighter or something. Something. Yeah, so Saturday I'm thinking about doing that, the camper. Not all that wander. How's it go? How's that saying go? It's on there. I can't remember the name. Oh, how's it go? Not all that wander. Something like that. That's what I did. It's a nice little painting. I think I might do that. Maybe I'll do that on this too. Maybe. I love that painting. I did like a Van Gogh background. It's pretty cool. Got a little of that blue in there, but that's alright. Wouldn't it be in there anyways? Right? It would be in there anyways. And add some white. I think that's next door. That's what I'm hearing. I got the doors open. I don't usually have them open. A little cool today, but I don't know, the air just feels good, right? A little more white. Okay, right here. Here next door is what I'm hearing. Get echo in this park. Get echo. So sometimes at night I can hear when they come in with her little baby. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh God, I said I don't miss those days. I can hear her like stomping through the house. Oh, so funny. So adorable. I'm supposed to be having a thing for my son-in-law for his birthday Sunday. I'm like, my daughter been all over. I'm like, I don't know. She said, no big deal, but if you want to come up, it's going to be dinner at 2 o'clock. Well, the thing is, my one daughter comes in, she's like almost an hour here, and then she goes up there, it's like an hour and a half one way, so that like eats up her whole day. And, you know, so we just were up there a couple weeks ago. I love going up there, you know. And she's always sending me farm stuff, eggs, and she makes homemade detergent for me, and I don't buy any of that stuff anymore. Bar soap. Made a bunch of pickled eggs, which you guys see is so good. I have it one every day for breakfast, sometimes for a snack. It's nice. You're crazy chickens. You got crazy chickens. Alright, I'm going to put a little more. I think I'll darken this up a little bit right here. You just do you, whatever you think looks good, that's what you do. Kind of blend it in a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. Kind of blend it down with some white here. Yeah. I really need to get to, I did a lot of housework there for a while, but now I gotta catch up. I was doing real good, and then I got involved in the gardening, you know how that goes. I always tell people, I said, when I'm gardening, I don't clean. I had a bunch of dishes this morning. I cleaned out some of the refrigerator. I had just done it last week, but you know, when they come to visit, they get into everything. My kids are, you know, we were like that with my mother. I still go over there to my sister's house now, and I just get right into all her stuff. What you got to eat? Next, you know, they're cooking. They grilled out. They made some chicken wings, and then the other one stayed the night because her aunt's here. So then she took it. I thought I'd have dinner. She says, do you mind if I take these to work? I don't get paid till then. So, all right, take them. So then, you know what I did today? I ordered pizza, which is really bad. But, you know, I just lost a bunch of weight. I've been being a good girl. Been staying out and hardly even have a piece of chocolate in the house, which should be a sin. I do have a little, but I had to go looking for it. Yeah. So I've been real good. You gotta cheat once in a while. Yeah. All right, so now I'm thinking this is looking pretty good. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty good. So let's do this, the bird first. So I need to pick out a pink. We need a nice hot pink, and I'm thinking fuchsia pop, of course. That's like perfect. Fuchsia pop. I think I need a black and white too. Yeah, so get fuchsia pop, I get pink out or white out already. And then we need a little black. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I was thinking about doing something today. I got that big piece of wood I got from her barn, an old barn I took down. It's got like a raggedy edge on it, but I told you I'm gonna flip it over, stick it in the ground. God knows our ground's wet enough this week. I went out there and put that snowball bush in, which I probably should have done. Anyways, I was feeling better. So, anyways, the ground's real wet. She's got like a foot of water, well, like 6 inches on one side. He can't mow over that way. He finally did mine. It was like this long. So I got a lot of grass to stick in that thing tomorrow. Anyways, it was pretty soft. So it was a good thing. I mean, I did a little bit. Sit down. Do a little bit. Sit down. Do a little bit. Sit down. Then I take my chair out. And I get my scraper. And I scrape here to keep measuring. Put the thing in there, see if it'll fit. It all fit. It worked. I told my daughter she owes me ice cream. Making me do that. She's a slave labor. All right, so let me turn this around. She teases me. You can do it. You can do it. Making me walk through all the stores. Sometimes I get a cart, with a cart, but you know, one of those electric things. But it's good for me. I gotta walk more. Feeling better, tell you. Feeling a lot better. All right, so let's get another medium round brush here. What do I got over here? Let me see. They're all pretty dirty. I got some clean water though. I got some clean water. Look in here. Clean that brush real good. Okay, so let's get this fuchsia pink. Now I'm just going to slap it on, and then we're going to highlight. Fuchsia pink. You can use any pink. You can go light or dark. Flamingos actually can sometimes be a little orangey looking too. So I know certain times of the year, like when they're eating shrimp, shrimps will make some pink. So in the winter months, I guess they're not as pink, because I ain't been down there in the winter in a long time. Truth is, I've never seen a flamingo. I've seen egrets, and they're like a flamingo, but they're gray. They used to come behind my house, and some are white, total white, beautiful. Big bird used to come behind my house in South Carolina and eat the hollywogs. And then I had a frog infestation. The kids loved it. My daughter kept coming in with frogs. She couldn't walk across the lawn. I hear her scream, my middle one. Mama, mama, mama. And I went out there, and every time you put your foot down in the grass, boom, 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 and there was a bazillion of them. They ate everything in my garden. I had a little tiny garden. First garden. I think it was one of the first ones I had. And on my own, you know. And yeah. Then one night we had bullfrogs underneath the tent. Or not tent, underneath the trailer. And boom, boom, we were like in the middle of a swamp. It was just like echo, boom, boom, all night. My poor husband. I just got home from sea. So yeah, so that's where they went. They were right in the little stream behind my house, which was pretty awesome, but too many critters. Had a bug problem. I loved it down there. Once I got into like a cement house, like, didn't have as many problems with the buggies. A lot of chameleons, all kinds of stuff. Wood spiders, those are a treat. They're just ugly, harmless but ugly. Alright, just doing this in pink. I think the tail has a little white in it, but we're just going to kind of do this pink, and then we can come back and do it white. And this pretty, it's going to be pretty. Oh, I think I got pink. I think I have pink, a ribbon. I wish I had some pink feathers. Wouldn't that be cool? Pink feathers, wouldn't it? Oh, that would be awesome. White and pink feathers. Just put on the tail. Wouldn't that be cool? I'll have to look around the Dollar Tree, see what I can find, right? Or Michael's or something. I do have those gems, Lori, from last year. I was thinking what I could do with them. Maybe I can put them on here too, right? I got a bunch of little ones. They're all boxed up, all the beads and stuff. I haven't used them since last year. I have to go look. I got to glue this house together that I'm painting. Legs. I'm going to kind of put this, make this a lighter pink, this tail, and put some white into this pink. I'm going to kind of flick it out a little bit. Like that. Same thing. I'm going to kind of flick this out too. Then I'm going to kind of make they do have a wing. A little bit. There. A little white here to cover up those marks. Just flick them out. Alright. I'll do these legs a little lighter too. A little lighter. Maybe put a little yellow in them too, make them a little more orangey. It'll look better, I think. Yeah. I put just a tiniest bit of that yellow, what is it, baby duck in it? And then I'll put some white over it. I'll take the pink and make some feet. I don't like the feet. Okay, so now what are you gonna do? We'll just go like this. You know what I did in the one painting? You guys remember the flamingo one? I said I don't give a flock. I made it like it was standing in water. Hold on. what I did was I just took, need a smaller brush, like a real tiny detail. I took blue and I made like circles. And then I took some of the green, same colors. And it looks like he's in water, or she's in water. Isn't that cool? You could even do a couple little splashies if you want to. And I can kind of give a little indication of feet down in here a little bit. That's all. Cool, huh? One way of getting out of doing it. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of put some highlights on this with some white. Do your own thing, absolutely. Nice fluffy tail. Alright, so now the beak is a light pink. Light pink. And then they put like a black over it. So we're gonna do this in a light pink. Oh, that's good. Let's just brush out. They do the eye in the black and they put a dot of white in the middle. So I'm just going to do it black first. Do this. Make sure that brush is clean. And then smooth the tip out with your fingers if you have to. And then you get a nice, and make sure the paint's a little wet so that you can move it, make it inky. Then roll your brush and you'll get a nice edge. You can kind of come in here and fix up any edges you don't like. You can do that. Wipe the eye. There's some grass over in this too. Gotta fix this part. It's okay. We gotta do that flower in a pink too. Do her a hot pink. Got a little blue in it, gives it kind of a purple look, but that's okay too. I like purple. I like purple. Fill it in. I get a bigger brush, fill it in. So I don't get all those little tiny lines. You don't really want them. A little white in here because it's looking a little see-through. Middle out kind of white, but it's okay. Do that too. Looks alright. Pick some of these. I want a little pinker. They put some white and black in this too, so do what you want though. Get a small brush again. When you guys are doing this, you might need to dry in between, because I tend to do wet on wet, and you can make a real mess if you haven't been doing a lot of painting yet. Now there's some kind of grass in here, so I'm just going to use this green and yellow, and I'm going to actually do some grass right here too. She looks a little odd, so I'm going to kind of fix her like she's up in the bushes here. That's what she's doing. She's up in the bushes. Just kind of making some little swirlies. There's some like right here, so I'll put a few there. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Some come over her legs, fine, because her legs, I don't like her legs. So we're going to hide some of her legs. Little tricky poo-poo. Just hide a few. So that's what's good about sometimes doing this little things. You can hide some mistakes. Well, whatever you want to call them. So this is kind of round, so I'm going to kind of creep up the sides here just to make it a little, give its composition a little style here. All right, let's see. See, those little shells I have would be real good right here, wouldn't they, Lori? Don't you think, guys? A little more pink on here, a little white and pink. A little shape. Do you think, guys? I think so. She's a little fuzzy. I want her a little fuzzy. Oh, look what I did. Messed that up. We'll fix it. I'll just give this one big black thing. There you go. That looks better. Always getting my sleeves in the way. That's why I have. My daughter gave me. She's really lost a lot of weight, but she has no butt, and I got a couple of her real small, clingy pants, whatever you want to call them. And I'm gonna cut them off I'm not gonna wear them. They'll never fit me because she's got no butt, and I'm gonna make them into sleeves so I don't end up with, you know, this kind of stuff. This is actually the one that isn't as bad. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with them. They'll be good for like when I cut my rose bushes back too. I know they sell them like that. I said, well, that's kind of stupid. You could just take an old sweater or something, do the same thing, you know. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this up a little bit. I'm gonna put this little tin right here. I'm gonna kind of take some little, just put some little, I don't know, like some little, there you go. Maybe we'll pull a few little flowers right here, right? Little littles, little littles. Little littles. There. Just some littles. Little flowers. Okay, so I think that's it for this. I'm gonna actually mess with those. What do you call those? What do they call them? Those little things that we get at the Dollar Tree? I don't know what they call them. Little stakes? Is that what they're called? Not sure. Alright, so I think this is pretty good. And I'll put a few little flowers here too, I think. Highlight them with a little white. And some yellow. Yellow. Oh, pink. Turn this around. You could put a few birds in the sky. You could put clouds. It's cute. Maybe put a little ship in the background if you want to, just a little silhouette maybe. Yeah. Kind of wish I had. The thing is, when you do find feathers, you don't find really bright colors, and I like bright colors. So if I ever see them, I'm gonna grab them. All right, so let me put this over to the side to dry. Find some room somewhere right here. And I'm gonna bring these back out and work on these. So they kind of see through. I gotta do a couple coats. Cute. This one I think I had at my old house. I don't think I ever painted it. I think I've had it so long. You can kind of tell because when they made things at the Dollar Tree 10 years ago, they're a little more solid. The things now, not so much. Of course, it's Dollar Tree. I mean, what do you want, right? So I'm just going to keep painting these for a bit. All right, let me see. I'll use this big one. I want to finish this purple one first. I had some gold. Where is it? I don't know. Ah, I got it. I can use this for the ears and stuff. Put a little more purple on. So I got the white on there, so it's a little better. I should be able to put the purple right on. I got sparkles too. I want the sparkle. I can just mix the sparkles right in with the. I get these at Dollar Tree. I love, not Dollar Tree, Wally World. Glitter glue. I love it. You can use it like a glue too, but I just use it like a gel stuff. You know, glitter. Mix in with my purple. I'll get some shine on this. I'll just take a dab of that and a dab of purple and this side dry, I have to do the other side too, so just the top part, that's all I'm doing. In my garden. Starting to get dark already. I love the longer days though. It seems like I get so much done, I don't know. And I get some naps in. It's adding some sparkles. I don't know if you can see it, but it's shiny. It's purple. This purple's kind of really shiny. I'm gonna see if I can find some more. What's this? I think this is called amethyst. Amethyst. It's Anita's all-purpose craft paint. I've had it for a while and I use it. So it's getting low. I just love this purple. More like a violet, right? It's not really real dark. All right, let me rinse this off. And I'm gonna do these a little more white. Then I'm gonna get some gold. This gold. This is the Extreme Sheet from Deco Art, which is really awesome. I got the thicker one too. This one's good though. Sometimes they don't cover so good. This covers pretty good. Now watch I say that it don't cover right. It does cover good. Ooh, crap. Oh, I gotta do that house. I just knocked that house over. I gotta glue it together. Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of go over this one. Oh, I hit the ball. It doesn't matter. Hit the ball. I'm going to kind of go over this white with some gold. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Still got that bowling ball to do. I haven't gotten to it. I want to put it. I'm now doing another section of around the house because there's a lot to do still. And I got the whole front's all rocks. It's finally settling. The whole thing, you know, they put a new slab in and stuff. So I raked a lot of it down. Then get my driveway recovered because it's like eating into the driveway, but it's got to come down more. No sense doing it again. So every time it gets to rain, I'll go out there with the heavy and I'll just rake it a little bit and take some to the vac. And it's a slow thing. It's good for me anyways. And I put some plants down that side finally. Not on the front, but around the edge. I put 3 blueberry bushes with strawberries and some hostas and a rose of Sharon. And I planted some seeds of some different vegetables because they're really pretty. You guys ever seen them? I love Swiss chard. I used to make my greens and beans out of it. They're a really beautiful plant. And people think they're, because I've had it before, like, oh, that's a beautiful plant. What is it? It's edible. It's what? Unless you know, like Italians know what it is. I'm sure you guys have heard of Swiss chard. All right, so it's looking better, huh? Right? Just trying to do the other side, right? Looking better. Pretty. I could do some dots in the wind. Maybe I'll do some dots. Let that dry. Yeah. So now I don't have to buy any more things. I got stuff. Got more yard decor. I keep looking at stuff going, Diane, you got to stop because I don't need anything. I have an angel I've had for a while sitting back here. The bird got knocked off. I don't know how long ago was the bird or finger. I don't know, something. So I finally put that outside. Yeah, she looks all right. Of course, if they want it, they're going to have to jump the fence for it. So I did that this morning. Just put some of my rocks out that I did and planted some plants, watered everything, put some seeds in. I got one more section. I'm going to do some flowers. And that side of the house is kind of on a hill, and every time I put something in the box, I had to strap the box on the thing because the wind comes around in between those two trailers. Like, I can't explain it. It knocks everything over, even like my chair. It actually has flipped it off the porch over the top of the deck into the yard. Weird, right? And it's just so much wind on it says. So what I did this year is I just stuck 3 flags in there, and I'm doing seeds. The seeds will bury themselves right in there, and I'm just doing lettuce, pretty lettuce. I got the multicolored stuff. So it'll look pretty. I'm just not going to even plant anything in there so they don't do anything. They get scorched, because not only do they get cold and windburn, but they'll get scorched. So I says, you know, something, I put some lettuce seed in there, so let you know. But the flags look kind of cool in there. I put 3 flags, little flags. So I said, I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm not touching it. So I had to strap it down. I got like a security light back there that I use too. And same thing. It's just I had to strap everything on. It's weird, right? just right there. It's just so high, the wind gets it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. Rinse this out. A little more yellow in the middle. What should I do? I think maybe I should do some little dots or something, huh? Oh, shoot, I got green in there. But you know what would be pretty? A little smile. I didn't want to do the green. Let me go get some clean brush. I wanted to do yellow. Got green there by accident. Let me get some more yellow out. Yeah, a cute little smile or something. Let me just fix everything first. It's gonna be too wet to do a smile, right? Maybe not, we'll see. There you go. Cute, right? Huh? Cute. Oops. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I think this one wasn't from my neighbor. I think this one I had. Yeah. Okay. Let's fancy up the edges a little bit. Well, I guess there's some green in that paint, huh? It's okay. To put this, I think I broke it the rest of the way. I'm gonna have to put this house back together. Yeah. Ain't too much you can't do with paint. I love paint. Yeah, I gotta go in here. I think I'll do that right after this. I'm gonna glue that house together, start painting it, and I'm gonna go look in here for that. I told you, Essential Stencils has these that you can do porch cleaners with, and I bought the HOME. They're big. I gotta find them, and that's what I'm gonna use for that door liner once I. Well, it's nice and wet now. It got cleaned in the rain real good. I went out there and flipped it. It poured, guys. It poured. It all started drying out, and I put some buckets out with, mosquito pucks or whatever. Seemed to be working, and guess what? It put 4 days, 5 days, like 4.5 days. It poured, and it poured, and it poured. It just poured. And we got a bunch of rain out there, so we got back to the swamp. Yeah, so that's cute, right? It's cute. All that work, I'm gonna come in here and do this now, right? Looks pretty. I have to color the other side. I think I'll just do the whole other side like in red. I'll just do it plain. You guys ever, any of you guys have Netflix? I'm watching a new series called The Burrows. It's about older people. And it's got some, it's kind of like a little scary stuff. Nothing bad though. And let me tell you something. It's got a lot of the older actors. You guys will recognize a lot of them. It is so good. I was up till 12 o'clock last night watching them, which I'm up anyway, so, but, cute. So cute! I gotta do the other side, but I'm not worried about it, so. Let me get my house down here. Well, the roof came off. I sanded it down, but it's got, I don't know what that is. I think that's part of the front. Oh, yep. I'm just gonna glue everything back together while I'm sitting here. I got an itch. Ugh. All right. You guys can watch me. Good times. It's crooked. I'm gonna put my, so you can watch, I'm gonna put my phone right down here. You can watch me glue this. See, it's got a little bird on it. It's so adorable. Don't ask me where I got it. Probably somewhere cheap. I don't remember. I've had this a long time. It's chintzy. Oh, spiderweb. It's kind of chintzy. But once I glue it all together, I might get a couple more years out of it, you know. Okay, I'm going to get some E6000. You guys know what that is? It's more like an outside glue. What did I do with my... over here. And it'll make a little more for the outside. I'll put it out from the other side. I got a great big one in my toolbox. My pink girl box. I might have some right here too. I had one here. I think I used it. If you guys ever got anything that's going to be outside, just sell some E6000. They sell it small too. It's the Dollar Tree. I get big ones. I use it on everything. That ain't Gorilla Glue. So I'm just gonna glue everything together that looks like it's coming apart. And this shingle kind of came undone here. I'm gonna glue this back on too. It's okay if it's a little rickety bang bang. Don't bother me. Here's my sander block. I'm going to sand this bird down a little bit too. Just to get all the loose paint and cobwebs off it. Who sent stars? Thank you, Lori. They're busting out celebrating again. They got all the stars and were they hearts and stuff? It's funny. You guys are funny. I kind of need to clamp this down for a second. Oh. Lost my glue stick again. Where are you? Oh, there you go. It works better when you stick your tongue out. It does, I swear to God. Yeah, that's on there pretty good now. Okay. Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute, this is still not right. Something's wrong here. I came back up. Okay, still on here? There. What did I do wrong? I think I glued it to the wrong side here. I have to break it. Where do I push this down? Oh, there you go. Oh, hot. It's hot. Don't you love hot glue guns? Oh, again, I can't keep this up because I got it plugged in because stupid Facebook. Oh, whatever. That's good. Yes. Well, there's a little gap, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. I think it's off kilter still, but sorry, nobody's gonna notice but me. Yeah, I could like stuff something in there too. There was an arm, there's like a window on the side, and it came off right here. Right there, there's a window. So I'm gonna glue that back. I thought there was a nail in here, but there's not. I think there's an E6000 on that too. This one's on pretty good. I'll put a glue just across the top of it. Alright. Yeah, what I could stick in there. I could probably wedge like something in there. I have I have some of those wedges you put in your canvas to tighten it up. Over here somewhere. Somewhere, I'm not sure. I had a whole bag of them. That might work. I'll do that later. I'm going to kind of base coat this a little bit. Probably just keep it in the white and green, since I got green and white out. Oh, I burnt my finger. Oh. Let's put you back up. Thank you, Lori. Alright, I'm gonna get a big one. Sorry, I keep knocking it over because I changed this thing. Actually, is there enough juice on this? We're good, I don't need that in. Should be fine, right? It's fine. Yeah. Garden. I'm almost there. I almost got done. Tomorrow, Saturday, probably have it finished. And then I'm going to, housework time. My daughter's coming down Saturday. I did a bunch of ads. So did you guys see the write-up that the girl did? His Welcome to Midnight Margaritas, a late-night paint and sip experience at the fireside by the river. Think less highbrow art gala, and more glowing fires, flowing tequila, and questionable brushstrokes. But I can't even draw a stick figure, hear that all the time. Perfect. Our instructor is highly skilled, patient, and knows exactly how many sips of tequila it takes to make your canvas look like a Van Gogh. No experience required, just a willingness to get a little paint in your hands and a lot of lime in your glass. Spaces are limited and the ice is melting. Grab your best friends, your date, or just your inner artist, and let's make some happy accidents. Book your brushing class now. Cheers. Isn't that cute? She did that. So I copy and pasted it to everything. She's very nice. It says she's got a new event manager. All right. So I need a big brush. All right, I get this one's a good one. It's a big one. And I'm gonna take some green, that green that we used. I'm gonna do that too. Ooh, that's a green. It's pretty, huh? Yeah. I think I need some green with it though. No, you know something. I like it. It's nice and bright. Nice and bright. I like it. Nice and bright. Pretty. You guys ever redo anything in your yard? Repaint it or decorate something? Make a door hanger or porch leaner? The porch leaner, I'm going to sand that down. I might even, when I get ready to do it, I might bring it outside with me and we can watch me paint that too. That's a pretty green. Look at that. I don't like this. I like this better. We'll be able to see this. Any more green? This is that mermaid tail. Love this one. This paint is, and going in this wood is going. I can hear it. I can hear it. It's got a black top. We'll do that in black. Other side. Let's see it. Didn't mean to always be doing crafts on here, but sometimes paint's paint. You know, I just feel like people should try different things. I mean, I enjoy painting, so I get a little ridiculous as I paint just about everything, you know. Now I'm doing body tattoos with the paint. You know, I did temporary tattoos for a while. And even though they were temporary tattoos, we had to paint some different stuff on, so it was really fun. So we got blown away at the state fair. Ruined our tent. My daughter luckily got her stereo system out of there. And we got the money and the extra tattoos. So we made a profit that day. It was horrible hot. It was so busy, but it was so hot. Every time you go near that lake over here, something happens. My daughter worked at the newspaper over there. Flooded her car, got ruined. I went to pick her up from work, ended up floating and had a flash flood. Guess what? They had the flash flood. After the flash flood, they announced it on TV. I'm like, yeah, that's a little late now. Yeah, I'm gonna pick her up. And all of a sudden, it was like dark out, and when the car was in like, I had to roll the window on to get out. And AAA wouldn't come because they had too many phone calls that day. So you're not supposed to, but luckily I just waited across the parking lot because like it kept filling up even when the sun came out. And before that, the reason I got out was there was lightning hitting the water. So when it stopped, and then luckily I had what did I don't remember if I had, all I know is I had to get out. And I don't remember if I had electric but I got the window down and I got out. So the car was soaked and it was total. My brother got it running. He says, you could probably drive it. He goes, but I'll tell you something. It'll only be one problem after another. He goes, I don't even want to take it to auction. So I'm going to take it to auction. I'm going to put it down. That it's, that this happened because it could come back and haunt him. They call them lemon laws. I did the top in black. So that's what he did. Unbelievable, right? I have incredible luck. I said I'm terrified of storms. I've been in some weird storms. Terrified. Nice out today, though. So now I'm going to do the bottom in white. Any more white? I just knocked that over. Ah! Knocked both of them over. It's okay. It's okay. So, I'm just going to finish this up, and I'm going to see you guys Saturday, so tomorrow I'm just going to, I'm hoping it comes early, because I ordered a couple days ago that box that I want for my plants. One of those raised metal galvanized things. It's only like a 4 foot by, I think it's 2 feet across and 1 foot deep, so you can dig the ground underneath it deeper. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig first. I'm going to build it, it's only like screws. And then put that, there's a bald spot there from my daughter. She originally had the barbecue there, but she ain't here enough, so I put it behind the porch. And when she's here, she drags out. So now I got a bald spot. I says, something, I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to dig underneath it. And then I'm going to put, like I told you, all that stuff I'm going to put in it. And so it will be raised a little bit. And put my tomatoes in. I'll give it a few days, because it's still too cold for the tomatoes, I think. Looking better. Much more colorful. So guys, I'm going to see you guys Saturday, and I'm pretty sure we're going to do that camper. I've been eyeballing. I got those little canvases, so I got the next size up, the tiny ones. And I've done it before. You take all of them, like push them together, and you do a painting, and all 4 of them. So I want to do that one of these days. We're going to do that. Just show you how to do it. So anyways, you guys have a great afternoon. I hope inspiration finds you wherever you go. And like I said, anybody who wants a tracer, the link is in here. So just go on over and get your tracer. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for coming. Bye, guys.